Children, today we are going to study the third chapter of Civics, Salient Features of the Constitution, Part 2. At the time of independence, India was facing severe problems like poverty, illiteracy, unemployment, backwardness, ignorance, and inequality. The framers of our constitution felt that there should be some guidelines to help the future governments in framing their policies in order to tackle these problems. As a result, the concept of directive principles was introduced in Part 4 of the Constitution. So, the Indian Constitution has laid down certain principles which the government must keep in mind while making or executing laws, and these principles are known as directive principles of state policy. The directive principles are given in Part 4 of the Constitution under Articles 36 to 51. And the idea of providing these principles in the Constitution has been taken from the Constitution of Ireland. Sources of directive principles. The framers of the Constitution were inspired by 5 different sources, and they are: first, the Constitution of the Irish Republic; second, the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizens of Revolutionary France; third, the ideas of Mahatma Gandhi; fourth, the Charter of Human Rights framed by the United Nations; and fifth, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights that was adopted by the United Nations. Now let us see the importance of directive principles. The directive principles are important due to the following reasons. First, the directive principles give guidelines to the governments to make laws and draft their policies. Second, the directive principles are a yardstick to measure the performance of the government. If the government fails to work for the welfare of the people, it may not get re-elected. Third, they enlighten the people and educate them about their expectations from the politicians whom they vote for. Fourth, the directive principle direct the government to move towards the goal of a welfare state. And fifth, they provide a direction to courts in respect of safeguarding the rights of the citizens. Now children, let us see what is a welfare state. A welfare state is a state which seeks to ensure the maximum happiness of maximum number of people living within its territory. In simple words, we can say that a welfare state is a country which provides all its citizens the basic requirements like food, shelter, education, medical care, means of livelihood, and financial help to poor and old people. So, to achieve such a system of welfare state, the Indian Constitution has laid down several directive principles which guide the government to strive for the welfare of the people. The Constitution of India seeks to establish India as a welfare state. Now let us know the difference between fundamental rights and directive principles. Directive principles are given in Part 4 of the Constitution, whereas fundamental rights are given in Part 3 of the Constitution. Directive principles are not justiciable or enforceable by any court of law. That is, if they are not followed by the government, a citizen cannot go to the court. Fundamental rights are justiciable, that is, a citizen can move to High Court or Supreme Court if his fundamental rights are violated. Directive principles aim to establish a welfare state, whereas fundamental rights aim to establish political democracy, where all citizens have equal participation in the elections for choosing the government. Directive principles cannot be suspended, whereas fundamental rights can be suspended during national emergency. Directive principles are guidelines for the government to follow while framing policies related to entire society. The government may or may not follow them, whereas fundamental rights are binding on the government to grant these rights to every individual.